Tonight's caller is a 55-year-old woman, divorced for more than 10 years, now wrestling with a question that eventually crosses the minds of many people. How do you truly find a good man later in life? She explained that for years, her main focus was her career, personal growth, and her wellness journey. She said she spent that time building herself into the best version of who she could be, and now that she finally feels confident, healthy, and emotionally ready, she wants something real. A serious, lifelong relationship. But as the conversation unfolded and Kevin Samuels began asking deeper questions about her dating history and past relationships, a different picture slowly started to emerge. The timeline, the choices, and the priorities she once embraced began revealing patterns she may not have fully considered before. And suddenly, what started as a simple search for love turned into a much deeper conversation about timing, expectations, sacrifice, and the difficult realities many people face when trying to find lasting companionship later in life.
Go ahead.
Hi.
How are you?
Yes, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. How are you today?
Good. What did I get wrong?
I don't know if you got anything wrong. I just want to know what the solution is. I am Double Nichols. I'm 55. I am a yoga teacher. And, I feel good about life. I feel good about myself, but I am single. And I've been divorced.
Okay.
And so, just what is the solution?
Well,
What lane,
I don't
do we
know.
really need to be?
I don't know. You're throwing a lot at me. So, 55. How long were you married?
I was married for 6 years.
At what age did you get married?
I was 36 when I got married.
And you divorced 42, so you've been divorced for 13 years.
Yes.
Any children?
No children.
Okay. So why'd you wait so late to marry?
I guess career, pretty much profession. I
Have
just
you been
wasn't
a
in a
yoga teacher
hurry.
your entire career?
I have not. I was a hairstylist prior to.
So I know plenty of hairstylists and yoga teachers that seem to be able to get married just fine.
I guess it wasn't exampled in my family, and so it wasn't something that I really, kind of went towards.
So how about this?
So,
How about we just, instead of saying career, because when you say that to a brother like myself, I hear
hmm
disingenuous. What I'm hearing when
Really?
you say career,
Oh,
you better,
wow.
now let me tell you why.
Okay.
You want to hear, do you want to hear it or you just,
Yes, of course.
all right. When you tell me you're 55 and you're
hmm
a yoga teacher and a hairstylist, you can't tell me you put off marriage because of a career, because where I'm coming from, unless you are a international business, that ain't no career to be putting anything on hold for. That's what most men hear. When you say a career, you need to be arguing before the Supreme Court. You need to have a show enough damn business. Because a hairstylist, I can throw a rock and hit 10 hairstylists on the corner and they can find husbands. I can throw a rock that way and find any massage therapist, yoga teacher, whatever, and white women can get
hmm
married. So men don't hear that. The second part makes more sense. Wasn't raised to prioritize it. That makes more sense.
Okay.
Because at 55, when you and your husband divorced, what was the cause?
Um, Infidelity, mainly. Yes.
How many times did you cheat on him?
Oh, wow. That's an interesting curve that you threw.
Why?
It wasn't on me.
Why?
It was on
Black
him.
women cheat at 4 percentage points less than black men.
Well, no, that was on him. It wasn't me.
Okay, well you said infidelity. Okay, so infidelity, was it rampant?
Um, it was enough. I stayed long enough through it enough to where it was
Was it
enough.
well? I'm trying to find out. Was it with one person? Was it with more?
No, that's what I'm saying. No, it wasn't. It was with
Okay,
just one
all right.
person. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, what was your longest relationship before your marriage?
My longest relationship before my marriage, wow, was probably 3 years.
And what age were you when that started?
That I'm thinking right High school, really.
Okay. Was that
Yeah,
at
I'm
the end of
thinking
high
high
school?
school. It was like the 10th grade to my first year in college.
Okay,
Yep.
so from 16 to 19.
Yep.
Okay, then you skipped all the way up until 36.
Well, not that I didn't date. I did date,
No,
but
no, no, no,
serious
no, no, no,
relationship.
no, no. I'm just counting serious relationships.
Yes, certainly.
16 to 19, then all the
Hmm.
way to 36. And then you were with this person for how long? You were married for, you guys get together 6 years total or married 6 years?
I would say 7 years total.
Okay, so you knew him for a year and you were married for 6. So so if I mapped out your relationships, you were born in 64, 65.
65.
65. You were
Yes.
with somebody from high school, 10th grade to your freshman year in college. And then from that point on, from 19 to 35, almost twice your lifetime, you had no serious relationship. You met somebody for 1 year, you married them, and you divorced after 6 years. And then you've been single for 12. Your entire life, you've been single.
That's fair. Yeah.
So you don't have
Actual.
so you don't have a track record of being with a man. You don't have a track record of cooperating with a man, serving a man, anything like that. You
Oh,
haven't,
I served my husband. No, I definitely served my husband.
ma'am.
He would tell you that.
Ma'am. I'm not trying to insult. I said a track record of serving a man over the long term, over a life. 6 years in a marriage. I'm not taking anything away from that, but I'm saying it's over a period of a lifetime. That's what I'm saying. So the future going forward, what is it you would want?
Well, I definitely would like to have a serious relationship and a lifelong partner. I
Okay.
would,
Okay. Uh,
going forward
to what end?
to the end.
I mean, to what end? I mean, why?
Because I think it's God ordained, for relationships. I mean, I feel like love is a wonderful thing.
Hold on.
No, I do.
You're 55, and you're
Yeah.
saying it's God ordained.
Relationship, companionship,
Okay,
I
man.
believe.
All right, you call something. Okay. I hear you, but it's hard to hear that it's God ordained, and you're 55, and you have no real long track record of being with a man. See, it's not like you can say you've been in and out of relationships. You
But I
haven't.
think that would be foolish and frivolous if that were the case and it wasn't serious. So I choose not to casually date anybody.
Well, your best thinking got you where you are right now, and you're calling me. Your best thinking got you where you are right now, and you're calling me and asking. And like most sisters, you got your mind made up, and
Well, I don't want to casually date
it doesn't
anyone.
matter what you want, ma'am. See,
Yeah.
you spent your entire life being in charge.
I guess a great portion of it.
You're
Sure.
55, ma'am. You have your entire life. Your high school, it really doesn't count. The only relationship in your life that truly counts is the year you dated somebody and you got married. You have been from your adult life, you've had one relationship.
Is that a bad thing?
For what you want, yes.
Oh, okay. First time I'm ever hearing that.
How many black men have you asked?
I've had quite a few conversations. I mean, I would like to feel like I don't want to be spent and used up when he does come.
Let me stop you right here, ma'am. You're 50. Let me just get real with you, ma'am. 55, there ain't much left to use.
It's a lot to use.
No.
Trust and believe.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. See, we allow our sisters who are you're half 100, and you're talking like you're in your 20s, like you got all this time and all this the juice left, ma'am. You're almost retirement age, talking like you got all this time left. And see,
Well, that's how I
we do
feel.
and we.
But I
That's how
feel
you
like
feel.
that.
I don't give a damn how you feel. You were born in 1965.
Okay.
You're old, like me. Talk like it. But you're talking like a young,
Well,
silly girl.
why am I? Well, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't feel silly, and I definitely don't feel
I
old.
don't, but it's not about how you feel, ma'am. And
It
I'm not trying to
is.
insult. Okay. See, and here's what I'm doing. I'm coming
It's
at you.
not about how
I
I
need you to listen.
feel.
I need you to listen. I need you to listen. I need you to listen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm purposely triggering you to see how you're going to respond, and see how you're responding. This means you're not really cut out for a man like myself or somebody on my level or really anybody.
Why would you say that?
Because, ma'am,
You
you're
think
not
I'm
even.
responding irrationally?
Go back and look in the chat room, ma'am. Because when you say me,
Well, I'm
when you tell
looking
me at
on
55,
my
when you tell me at 50,
Zoom.
no, when I go back and look in the chat room when this, I'm not looking at it either. But when you say,
Okay.
when I'm listening to a 55-year-old woman talk about how she feels, I feel like I got more time. You can feel like it all you'd want to, man. Ma'am, 55 years old. Think about when we were children. Okay? Think about when you and I are roughly the same age. Your grandmother, do you feel like, how old was your grandmother when you were born?
No, you making me challenge my math skills. How old was my
What year was your grandmother
She
born?
was born in 1917.
1917. So 1917. So when my
Yes.
grandfather was born in 1919 and 1924. So your grandmother is 7 years older than mine. So you got to tell me, when you were looking at your grandma at 55 years old, you saw you?
No.
What did you see?
I
Exactly.
just saw my grandmother.
But right. But the thing is, when your grandmother was 55 years old, could you imagine her saying what you're saying? No.
My grandmother, now she was special. So
well, apparently so. But see, when I put it in context like that, man. See, here's the thing: most people won't risk telling older black women the truth because one, most older black women don't want to hear the truth. Two, you got so many things to keep telling you what you want to hear, but the reality is at 55, what is the average lifespan of a black man in this country?
77, I believe, 76 for a black man.
71. Actually, 68. 68 in the average lifespan.
Down.
Yes. It's actually gone up with the marital rate decreasing. So the men you will be dating, how many men are left in your age, in your generation to date?
Oh, I don't know those statistics. I'm sorry.
Well, you're a late millennial, but you're not a boomer.
No.
So
you're right.
The men that are age appropriate for you are dead or I mean, there are not a lot of men, and they're not looking for women who have no relational history. If they're looking to have a partnership, ma'am, guys are going to say, what are we going to get from this? And you may be a lot of things, but do you have a history of cooperating with a man? And your life says that you don't. That's not an insult. Somebody looking from 18 to right now, they look at 37 years. And only for a period of 7 years do you have a history of cooperating with a man. Does that make sense?
I'm listening. I'm not sure if it makes sense, but I'm listening to you.
Okay, well. Any other question I can answer? Because I don't know what else to say. I mean, your life, it's your life. From 18.
Well, according to you, I'm in the grave.
You're close there. Okay, you're close to the grave. You're closer to the grave. You're closer to the grave than you have more time. And see, that is one of the things I am trying to get, especially people in our generation, to stop acting like we're so young, because we're not. Just because
but I'm in health and wellness. My whole mindset is different.
You're still 55.
It's okay, but my life has
all right.
been in health and wellness.
And how is that working out? Good, but how's that? But it's not about you and your life. It's about.
But if I don't take care of me first,
okay, you're right.
Prepare myself.
You're right.
For
you're right.
The person that God is going to send my way. Then
so no, ma'am. Let me go ahead and knock that. Let me go ahead.
But you know what I've heard you say.
No. Let me go ahead. No. You're not going to overtalk me. You're not going to put this shit off on God. You're not going to put this off on God. And she's still talking. You still talking. I had to mute you. You can roll your eyes all you want to. I'm looking dead at you. And you still talking. Mute it. And you wonder why we don't deal with older women. Because I'm sitting there talking to a woman who is 55 years old trying to tell me that you don't feel 55 and because I'm in health and wellness. And go ahead and unmute yourself, ma'am.
Well, what else am I supposed to say? If I'm in health and wellness and I have for 30 years been in this industry, taking care of myself, preparing myself.
For what?
Preparing
yourself for what?
For the rest of my life.
You just said for the man that God sent you, right?
Exactly. But that's still for the rest of my life.
So I need you to answer me a question.
They are synonymous.
Excuse me. I need you to answer me a question. Are you a Christian?
I am a Christian.
So is marriage and relationship a God ordained or is it a natural choice?
I would like to say for myself, it's
no, ma'am.
synonymous.
You're a Christian. You're a Christian. You don't get to pick your Christianity. Please answer according to the Christianity you say you believe in and you're trying to stand on.
It's God ordained.
It is not God ordained. It is a natural choice. I taught church singles ministry in 3 different churches.
Okay.
And go look at my broadcast about 3 weeks ago talking about Christian feminists. You sitting there telling me that God, see, if it was God, then you can say God is responsible for you not having nobody. Nope. You get a chance to pick.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that.
You would not say you don't have a choice to pick?
No, I wouldn't say God is responsible for
well, then it's not God
single.
ordained. It's a natural choice. Have you ever sat down with a counselor or a therapist?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And were there any clinical diagnosis?
No, it wasn't.
Did you talk about relationships?
Absolutely, yes.
And what was the and what did you ask? Did you ask what? What did you ask your therapist?
I mean, several different questions. It's been definitely years ago, but yeah, several different questions along those lines. During the time I was married.
Okay. So you got married at 36.
Yes.
So from the age of 19 to 36, you never consulted a therapist to find out why you were by yourself?
Not from that time, no, I did not.
So you saw everybody else in the world getting married, moving on, and you didn't think there was something a little out of place?
No, indeed. I didn't.
Exactly. And again, it's not like you had this high power career. You were a hairstylist. But you had clients that came in who were talking about husbands, children, family. But you didn't have any of that. Right?
Correct.
And you didn't think there's a reason.
I did not.
Well...
No, sir.
I'm just saying. So again, and no one and who could risk talking to you and telling you? See, a big part of us trying to resolve any issues we have is admitting there's something off, something wrong. And I would say that if you say what you want, if what you say you want is true, in a life from 18 to 55, you have 7 years of cooperating with a man. Most of your life is spent in not cooperation. I don't understand how you expect to get something out of that when you have no track record of it. You haven't even explored it. And this is what makes me so frustrated about so many of our sisters. You leave so much of it in God's hands. And this is bullshit. TD Jakes, one of the best messages I finally heard him say was, I'm tired. Stop quoting me in your house. I am a man. It is not God's to make you a man. You have to become a wife to be found. And so many of our sisters just feel like, I'm just going to go out and live my life and do my thing. And all of a sudden, husband going to knock on the door. My suggestion, ma'am, is if you really want what you say you want out of life, you gotta, first off, you gotta answer the question, why? And then you have to answer the question a lot of guys gonna ask, what do you bring to the table? Why would a guy want to couple with you, partner with you? What are they gonna get out of it? Because at this point, there has to be some sort of negotiation. It's the best I can offer you.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
You too now.
What makes conversations like this resonate so strongly is that people hear them through the lens of their own lives. Some listeners see the discussion as harsh and uncomfortable, while others view it as a difficult truth that society often avoids. But the reason clips like this continue to go viral is because they force people to confront realities many would rather ignore, especially the long-term consequences of certain life choices. At its core, this conversation was never just about one 55-year-old woman. It reflects a pattern that many people recognize in modern relationships. As the years pass, priorities naturally change. People focus on careers, personal growth, financial stability, or self-discovery, believing there will always be time later for marriage, companionship, and family. But life keeps moving, and time does not stand still for anyone. One of the major points raised in the discussion is that relationships, like many areas of life, are affected by timing and market realities. You cannot completely neglect your relationship life for decades and expect the dating landscape to remain the same forever. Human preferences evolve, priorities shift, and people look for different qualities at different stages of life. That does not mean anyone is undeserving of love or companionship. It simply means that options, expectations, and opportunities often change with age. Another important issue Kevin Samuels emphasized was the importance of relationship history and personal track record. When people evaluate potential partners, they are not only considering who someone is today. They also pay attention to patterns, past decisions, and whether that person has demonstrated the ability to build and maintain healthy long-term relationships. That is simply part of how human beings make decisions about commitment and compatibility. Perhaps the hardest part of conversations like this is realizing that some lessons become clear only later in life, when the dating market, personal priorities, and available opportunities may no longer be in your favor. But what do you think about this conversation? Do you believe Kevin Samuels was being realistic, or do you think his perspective was too harsh? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking and educational content. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.